World of YouTube, Tiff right here with a couple things I wanted to show. Man, you wear nothing like waking up in the morning and your breaking news comes out to be this. So tragedy strikes wealthy Massachusetts family. 911 call reveals yet another murder-suicide. And this dipstick up above, mother left 2 young children home alone for nearly 2 months. I'm yet to read that one. I think I've already heard this when my wife was going over it, but what is the world coming to? Let alone the suicides that are happening throughout this, It's just sad. I mean, I want to go over the suicide first because I wanted to pay my respects to a buddy of mine that I went to school with. He was a year younger than me, I believe, so when I was in like 7th grade, he was in 6th. I went to school with his cousin, Jason Goss. But I do believe there was something behind this. And I heard the story from some source that I believe this kid had committed suicide. It says died unexpectedly, but someone told me deep into it that someone knew that he committed suicide, and I was very sad, and I want to pay my respects. But as you can see, this happened in 2008. As you know, suicide happens tremendously a lot. And I think it's just the worst thing anybody can do to themselves. I am a survivor myself. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do struggle every day to try and keep my sanity and to ever go back to them roots of where I once was. But, it's stories like this is I gotta keep my man and everybody else I know alive, his spirit alive. Because, no one should have to. It's another kid, man, I lost contact with. It just sucks because, right, when I went into my depression and deepness, it was all done. I mean, everybody went their ways. Everybody, just lost contact. I mean, I do try and stay in contact with a lot of friends. But lately, I've been getting a damn cold shoulder. But, whatever. What the hell can you do? But all I know is I even did an interview with another YouTuber. Sorry, I forgot his name, but he was also someone that is suffering through some hard times, and it felt pretty damn good to say, well, I just feel uplifted, and wow. After getting off the phone with me, well, hey, I mean, I try and keep everybody's spirits up, high running, try to give conclusions of something, that is other than the bad. I try to give always the good. Because I know how it is to be kicked down in the dirt. And actually, there was another girl I wanted to go over too. Another one, and bullied. And she committed suicide. She got beat up. They showed her the video on social media. Which I don't understand these kids these days. They think it's funny. They think it's great. They think it's all, look what I did. And they're nothing but a bunch of punks that need to get themselves smacked around. And I mean, I know it's not the right thing to do, but when you're humiliating somebody and then you got a gang of people on one person like this poor girl, endured, no, man, that ain't right. And she committed suicide. So, I mean, And now families are starting to, it did say something about this domestic, but, when you're crumbling, and I think, yeah, of course it's domestic because you got one person telling the rest, we should do this. But they do believe, but the officer said in that case that he'll wait till the coroner's office decision of cause of death. But I think that family, if that's the right story, or if it's even another one, the people, the cop said that he thought that it was, everybody in an agreement. And it's sad to see families doing that because, right, these times, even back in 2008, like my buddy here, I mean, there was some rough times and patches. Everybody gets them. But when the government pounds it down on you, let alone how the president's been running this country, I mean, he's done some things that are, hey, thank you, sir, right? But then other than that, he's been inflation rising. And, they're not going to blame that on the companies. When something rises, everybody's got to rise in prices is right. And it's just, the price is right. Well, not today, Bob Barker. The price is wrong. Too high. And it's leading to people's deaths. And I mean, it's, man. But I mean, this kid here, man, he was a good person. Damn good person, man, just like his cousin Jason. And I'm honored to have been this kid's friend, Jason, now. Even though I don't get to see the kid much, which I wish I could. Stop over and visit, or you can come over here, stop visit me, man. I'm getting ready to shut out a Facebook thing, private message out there, who lives around here, of course, to say, hey, got a big backyard, I want to throw up a fire, and I want to, instead of start telling some tales, man. But, the real tales, and going over the history of what we did. Hang out and talk about glory days. That's right. Because, Facebook's good and all, but nothing compares to seeing that person in eye to eye, face to face. I got to visit my cousins last year that I haven't seen for years, and it felt damn good, man. And my cousin Angie's daughter, man, I could say honestly, when I met that kid, it was like we had a connection. Like, damn, this kid knows we're cousins. So, I mean, it was like it's that feeling you get. And I mean, these are the feelings everyone should have. I mean, back in the day, everybody hung out on the street. Everybody hung out in everybody's house. Mine was the more or less house to hang out, because that's right, we'd be up all goddamn night. Didn't matter. Playing games, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Atari. It was the good old days, man, out there playing army and, running around the neighborhood, disturbing the peace. I get it, these days everybody's got a life and trying to do things, but I would like to get some friends over just to sit down and talk about stuff that was, just the fun of it all, man. Just the fun of it all. And a lot of times, stuff like this, sad to see. My allergies are starting to go here, yeah. But I know what I was doing in 2008, and I was friggin' homeless. So it's about to wonder, right, man? Hey, man, want to hang out? Come on over to my motel room yet. It was bad. Even though I had a motel room, not on the street, I mean, it still felt the same because, for one, I had no money. I'm putting it all in the frickin' room. Kids couldn't do nothing. And everybody around that atmosphere in that hotel at the time was bad news. Everybody in there was just bad news. And yeah, it's been a rough, trail for me. And I can honestly say, I mean, if I lost touch with anybody, man, you can see why, being homeless 5 times. Living in the most dumpiest places. Living with the most scumbaggish landlords. You know, live there for a few months and get kicked right out because, oh, what? For no reason at all. Because I get on them about stuff and it's like, you know, them slumlords don't want to replace things, don't want to do nothing but get their rent. And yeah, that's what I've been living for a long time. And, you know, as you can see, I'm still living, and but it's tough. It's hard to go through a day with constant fighting. And I tell you, man, my life right now is just head ready to explode. But I fight. I continue to live on. And I miss my friends dearly who have passed. Hopefully one day I get together with them guys that are still here, you know. But, yep. But suicide is no joke. And the signs, I know they're tough to read, but everybody's got to keep a constant eye in you know, changes. Especially when someone starts secluding themselves and saying, "Oh, I'm all right." No, you're not. But anybody who needs to have a talk, chat, you know, get it to the right person. Do not give up life, ever. Die natural. Die with a dream, and die with confidence in yourself. That no matter who's around you, they cannot break you down. You need to make a stand. You need to become that warrior. That's right. Fight the demons. Show them you're not going to lose to no demons. Screw the devil. Screw the demons. And screw anybody that puts you down. It's not the way life goes. Keep your head up. March on like a trooper. That's right. Your left, your left, your left, right, left. But it gets in your way, Bruce Lee their ass. That's right. Kick them down. You are the main person. Doesn't matter what anybody thinks of you. You are the power of yourself. Charge that core up and explode with fury to suicide. It's not worth it. Especially you don't want to be lost in limbo. Staying in that same place. Torturous place that you took yourself in your demise. You will stay there. Think about it. Staying in that one spot trying to look for help, and you ain't gonna find it. Unless someone comes and, you know, summons you to the light, but that could take a long time. But all in all, folks, keep them fists high. Keep marching with pride. Don't ever let no one bring you down. And for this family, for my man here, Joseph Goss, I'm going to give them all a main moment of silence. But until that next video, be safe, take care, and pretty bad at what this world's coming to. It's every day on the news now. Every time you look at something, something is there. It's like, come on. When's it gonna end? But don't give up. Don't ever give up. Keep them up, folks. The warrior. prevails. Out.